Hello, and Suntup week continues. Welcome to Suntup unboxing number 2 for the week. Beautiful tape all around. This is one that I thought I had pre-ordered, and then it turns out I didn't pre-order, and then I saw everyone was shipping it, and I'm like, crap, I'm gonna order it. So this is Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo, the artist edition, which is still available at suntup.press. There are several artist editions still available. The last one I just unboxed, Guests by Keelan Patrick Burke, is not available, but this one is. And then I think Blackwater's still available, the Collector is still available, the Handmaid's Tale is still available. That just amazes me. And Butcher Boy is still available. A lot of titles still available. So I actually just had this discussion over on the Fans of Suntup page. Somebody had purchased a copy of the Wolfen AE, which is also still available. I apparently cut straight through this, but it's protected by its Suntup foam. Look at that. And this was actually the discussion. Somebody had ordered the Wolfen AE and realized it came in bubble wrap. So if you're watching this, Paul and company really only order enough of the foam padding for pre-orders, plus, I don't know, maybe a couple dozen extras for, you got to have your little contingency percentage. So if you're buying a AE after the fact, like if you buy this Johnny Got His Gun AE months down the road after I've uploaded this, you might not get the foam packaging. You get nice bubble wrap instead. But I have faith that he bubble wraps the hell out of his stuff, so you should still protect it. One thing I'm going to note right here is this is a very different cardstock for the bookmark. Johnny Got His Gun, Dalton Trumbo, introduced by Cindy Sheehan, afterward by E.L. Doctorow, and illustrated by Ūla Sveikauskaite. I know I pronounced that incorrectly. I found a video on YouTube of all these European artists talking about art, and she's in that, and she says her name, and I listened to it about like 100 times, and I apologize. I said it as best I could. She's just like rambling it off so quick. Ūla Sveikauskaite, and I that's all I could get. But anyways, as I said, this is kind of Suntup week, and you can almost see the difference. I just did a guest unboxing, which you can see on the channel. The kind of the UV kind of sheen to it, whereas this one's more like a matte kind of cardboard stock. Very interesting. If you want to watch more Suntup videos, check out the channel, because I have 4 to unbox this week. So anyways, Dalton Trumbo, Johnny Got His Gun. It is published days after the end of the First World War. Deals with a soldier who has been injured in a way that he has lost his sight. He has lost his limbs. He has lost the ability to speak. He's lost his hearing. He's lost every sense imaginable. Can't speak. And he's being kept alive in an army hospital. And the entire thing is just cerebral. It's dark, but it's beautifully written, and it's haunting. It's an anti-war novel through and through. There is your stamping on the spine. Dalton Trumbo, Johnny Got His Gun. It was made into a film by Trumbo himself. And this is after Trumbo got off the blacklist. He was one of the Hollywood blacklisted screenwriters. You could check out, there was a biopic starring Bryan Cranston. There's also books on Trumbo himself. Very interesting subject there. He also won an Oscar while he was blacklisted. I mean, technically it went to the name of this friend who was ghostwriting for him, but he wrote Spartacus, the film with Kirk Douglas, directed by Stanley Kubrick. He wrote the screenplay for that and won an Oscar, even though he was blacklisted at the time. Dust jacket took a little hit there, but nothing terrible. Very thick stock on the dust jacket. I put Guests away. It's out of sight, out of video, but like this is like very thick, almost kind of cardboard stock in a way. But I like the mirrored image there. Here's an image of Dalton Trumbo. Very nice. So this is the artist edition. It's only signed by Ūla, the artiste. Liking the cloth-bound cover here, the stamping with the gun. There's his gun that Johnny got. The stamping on the spine as well. The numbered edition is also in a box to my left. I'll be unboxing that later this week. I got a little crease in the end paper, but it's not horrible. Yeah, first 2 pages. Ūla has some very haunting imagery. There's him imprisoned in his own head. So the numbered edition, all the editions are have a foreword by Cindy Sheehan, who's an anti-war activist, an afterword by Doctorow. So that's previously published. 2009. Oh, Cindy Sheehan's was previously published as well. She wrote that in 2007, apparently. Doctorow passed away back in 2015, I believe. He was the author who did Ragtime, which I have a signed Easton Press edition of that. So it's not necessarily a new introduction, but we'll take it. Ūla's artwork is haunting. It's a very short book. This is also a fun fact. The song "One" by Metallica off the Injustice for All album is kind of the same premise as the story here. And when they were doing a music video, they actually found it cheaper to straight up buy the rights to the film. So I don't know if they still own the rights to it, but rather than licensing the rights back in the 80s for their music video, it's a double pager. Rather than licensing the rights, they just straight out bought them. So there is a haunting image. You can see the kind of Morse code that he ends up actually using to communicate. So I apologize, spoiler there. The Morse code is on the bandages there. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it says, so that's not a spoiler. But he learns to communicate via Morse code. That is a signature. So there we go. This edition of Johnny Got His Gun is signed by Ūla Sveikauskaite. I apologize, Ūla, if you happen to ever watch this and say, wow, he butchered the hell out of my name. It's a very interesting signature. It's a scribble, and yet it's also an artistic scribble. It's still more detailed than, say, some that Josh Malerman's signature. And your nice end papers as well. And I'm still surprised that this novel, which I suppose has kind of fallen into obscurity over the past few years, past few decades, I should say, is still available via Suntup. I'm talking 750 copies, which is a lower limitation than many artist editions in the Suntup collection. But this is still available over on Suntup's site. I can't guarantee that you'll get foam fitting packing material if you buy it, but if you like this, please consider buying it. There are also copies available on the secondary market. I know there are some folks who have 1 copies who might be selling it for lower than list price, so you can even get a good deal on it. But anyways, Suntup is just rocking them out. The number edition shipped as well. Wolf and numbered edition shipped as well. Guests numbered and artist edition shipped. Magic artist edition is shipping. The holiday guide art portfolio is shipping. Everything is shipping. So please check out suntup.press. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around next time.